period, we have talked about different parts of the microscope. We have talked about mechanical parts, we have talked about optical parts, and we have talked about illuminating parts also. As per your syllabus, when I was going through your syllabus, there is a special mention of condenser and types of condenser. So today we will discuss only that part, that what is the importance of condenser, what is the application of condenser. Actually, application I have already told you that the basic application of condenser is to condense the light which is coming from the light source. Now, depending upon what type of microscope you are using, what type of objective you are using, and what sort of specimen sample is being observed, accordingly you are supposed to use a type of condenser. So basically speaking, who is Pradeep Ambore? Why he is sharing his screen? Don't share your screen. काही नियम जे आहेत वर्गातले ते पाळत चला. And whenever you are asked to respond, do respond. So talking about condenser, there are different types of condenser. As far as your syllabus is concerned, and while I was going through syllabus, I found that there is a special mention 3 types of condenser which are normally employed with a light microscope, and that too, these condensers are very important in dark field microscopy. These are very important in dark field microscopy. Now, bright field microscopy and dark field microscopy, earlier talked about. Bright field microscopy is that microscopy where you are using light microscope and your object is stained, right? And the background is bright. So that is called as bright field microscopy. Whereas dark field microscopy is exactly opposite. Dark field microscopy is that microscopy where you are using a light microscope, but you are observing the specimen sample in unstained condition. So it is not stained. Naturally, whenever the specimen sample is unstained, is not colored, it is refractive or it is refractile. So it will mostly be very difficult to be observed under unstained preparation, and therefore to make a contrast between the background of the microscopic field and the object or the specimen to be observed, the condenser is playing a very important role. So background in dark field microscopy is dark. Just for example, black background is there and colorless object is there. So you can very easily see the contrast and observe the things. So that is important. So my condenser are very important as far as your dark field microscopy is concerned. डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी में आपका जो ऑब्जेक्ट होता है, जो ट्रांसपेरेंट है या सेमी ट्रांसपेरेंट है, they are not really visible or readily visible in bright field microscopy because the object is colorless and the field is bright, so you will not be able to see it. visibility is dependent upon the contrast between the object and its background. The visibility of the object is dependent upon the contrast between the object and the background, and it can be improved by using the dark background, and this is achieved, that is, darkness of the background is achieved by dark field microscopy. And here it is playing, the condenser is playing a very important role, because the very function of the condenser is to control the intensity of light entering into the objective. The light is coming from the mirror or light source which is below the condenser, and then it will be allowed to focus on the objective, and then objective will be observed. So let us start sharing. I will start sharing my screen. You will just tell me whether you are able to see my screen or not. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we will be talking about types of condenser. Okay, today we will be talking about types of condenser. As per your syllabus, we will be discussing 3 different types of condenser, right? There are 3 different types of condenser. One by one we will see this. The 3 types of, let me make you clear. Now, yesterday I have told you that this is the condenser, right? With the iris diaphragm on it, and so basically most of the time you will find that the condenser is made up of 2 lenses, right? This is the front lens and उसके अंदर एक लेंस होता है. So 2 lens condenser mostly are there. Sometimes 3 lens condensers are also there, but mostly 2 lens condensers are there. Now when you talk about types of condenser, 3 types of condensers are employed normally for dark field microscope. And microscopy, whether it is dark field or bright field, it is basically dependent on what is the type of the background, whether the background is dark or the background is bright. If the background of the microscopic field is bright, it is called as bright field microscopy. And in bright field microscope, you will definitely find that the objects are stained. Whereas in unstained preparation, if you want to observe, you need to use dark field microscopy. So basically there are 3 types of condenser. One is Abbe's condenser. Second one is paraboloid condenser, and the third condenser is, as per your syllabus, cardioid condenser. So these are the 3 condensers: Abbe's condenser, paraboloid condenser, and cardioid condenser. These 3 condensers are very important part when you are talking about dark field microscopy. उसमें सबसे पॉपुलर अगर कोई है जो आपको सभी ऑप्टिकल माइक्रोस्कोप्स में देखने को मिलेगा कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप में, वो है Abbe's condenser. That is Abbe's condenser. Abbe's condenser is most commonly used condenser. It is suitable for objects that do not require highest magnification to make them visible. I repeat, The most commonly used condenser with compound microscope is Abyss condenser. And Abyss condenser, it is made up of two lens system. This is the condenser. This part is condenser. Okay. This part is condenser. You can see here. This is the outer part, right? Now here from this, the rays coming from the mirror will enter, right? So whatever the type of mirror you are using, whether a plane side or a concave side of the mirror, depending upon that, the light will be focused, right, on the condenser. Condenser has two lenses. Particularly when you talk about Abyss condenser, it is two lens condenser. First one is the outer lens and another is inner lens. Now what the function of these lenses is that it will narrow the path of light which is entering into the condenser. And you know that here somewhere on the condenser you have a iris diaphragm, right? This part particular, this part is there, which will help you to admit the light in the condenser. Now what will determine the intensity of light, what type of intensity of light you require, that particularly depends on what type of objective you are using. अगर आप लो पावर या हाई पावर ऑब्जेक्टिव यूज करते हो तो जैसे मैंने कहा कि आपको लाइट की इंटेंसिटी थोड़ी कम लगेगी. उसमें भी अगर आप डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी और लाइट फील्ड ब्राइट फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी की बात करते हो तो लाइट ब्राइट फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी में आपको ज्यादा लाइट लगेगा, देन ओनली यू विल बी गेटिंग ए ब्राइट फील्ड. ऑन द कॉन्ट्ररी व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी जिसमें कि आपको बैकग्राउंड डार्क चाहिए, तो उस केस में आपको कम लाइट लगेगा. अगर आपको कम लाइट लगता है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा आपको, ये आइरिस डायफ्राम जो है ये ऑलमोस्ट क्लोज रखना पड़ेगा, so that a small opening will be there and from that small opening only this light coming from the mirror will enter into the condenser. And because this lens is there, this lens, mostly these are what type of lens, these are convex lens. You can see these are convex lens which are called as converging lens, and therefore they will converge the light. They will you can see here they are converging the light and it is being converged here and it is focusing the slide which is placed here on the stage. So this is the major function of the condenser. The function of condenser is not to magnify the light, rather it is to manipulate the intensity of light or direction or angle of reflection of the light so that it can be concentrated as per requirement. अगर आपको डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी में काम करना है तो आपको कम लाइट लगेगा, तो आइरिस डायफ्राम को आप यहाँ बंद कर दो तो लाइट एडमिटिंग कम होगा, तो नेचुरली जो कम लाइट होगा दैट विल क्रिएट हियर डार्क फील्ड एंड योर only that much amount of light you will require which will illuminate the object, that's all. Other part is background. say for example ये अगर आपका माइक्रोस्कोपिक फील्ड है, ठीक है, तो अगर ऑर्गेनिज्म आप देखते हो अंदर, अगर ये ऑर्गेनिज्म है, राइट, तो मतलब क्या है, ये दिस इज बैकग्राउंड. अब यहाँ ब्राइट बैकग्राउंड है तो ऑब्जेक्ट डार्क है, तो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज ब्राइट. और ऑब्जर्वेशंस, योर ऑब्जर्वेशंस इन ब्राइट फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी विल बी लाइक दिस. ऑन द कॉन्ट्ररी व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी, डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी में क्या होगा, ये आपका माइक्रोस्कोपिक फील्ड है और ये आपका ऑब्जेक्ट है, ठीक है, ये ऐसे आपको कलर्ड दिखेगा, मतलब कलरलेस दिखेगा, ऐसे. ये समझो आपका ऑब्जेक्ट है, तो बैकग्राउंड इज डार्क एंड योर ऑब्जेक्ट इज कलरलेस, योर ऑब्जेक्ट इज कलरलेस. सो ये होता है व्हाट यू कैन से इन केस ऑफ ब्राइट फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी और सॉरी डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी। डिफरेंस समझ में आए? ये आपका ऑब्जेक्ट है, अब ये समझो आपका क्या बोलते हैं उसको, स्पेसिमन है। अगर ये डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी है तो इसमें क्या होगा, ये बाकी का जो फील्ड है वो डार्क हो जाएगा, राइट, क्योंकि लाइट आपने कम यूज किया है और ये इस तरह से आपको दिखे। सो ऑब्जेक्ट दैट अ स्पेसिमेन इज कलरलेस अगेंस्ट डार्क बैकग्राउंड, ये डिफरेंस है उसमें। तो नेचुरली कंडेंसर का इंपॉर्टेंस कहाँ आता है, डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी में ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस होता है इसका। तो डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी में आपको लाइट इंटेंसिटी कंट्रोल करनी होती है, इसलिए आपको कंडेंसर की टाइप के हिसाब से काम करना पड़ेगा। ओके, राइट। नाउ कमिंग टू द फर्स्ट वन, द मोस्ट commonly used condenser with compound light microscope is Abe's condenser, right? It is suitable for objects that do not require highest magnification. तो नॉर्मली जो अपन बैक्टीरिया या अल्गी या प्रोटोजोआ लैब में देखते हैं उनके लिए एबिस कंडेंसर लगता है, बिकॉज आवर एम इज टू डेमोन्स्ट्रेट द प्रेजेंस, नॉट टू स्टडी द स्ट्रक्चरल डिटेल्स, right? So when your aim is to just detect the presence of that particular object in a specimen sample, you don't require highest magnification. Highest magnifications are required when you are supposed to study the structural details और internal organs आपको जब देखने होते हैं तब आपको higher magnification लगता है, right? So when this Abyss condenser is to be used, normally with almost all compound microscope, the most commonly used condenser is Abyss type of condenser, and this is used when objects that are observed under microscope do not require highest magnification to visualize them. This type of condenser may be employed either by inserting a dark field stop below the condenser or substituting the top part of the condenser with a dark field element. यहाँ या तो आप आइरिस डायफ्रेम से कंट्रोल करो या यू कैन पुट सम फिल्टर्स हियर सो दैट इट कैन ब्लॉक। ये समझो आपने यहाँ एक रिंग दे दी, यहाँ एक ब्लॉक है समझो, राइट, और बाकी का ओपन है, तो क्या होगा, यहाँ ब्लॉक जो है ये डार्क ब्लॉक है, दिस विल नॉट अलाउ द लाइट टू एंटर। लाइट कहाँ से जाएगा, इस साइड से ही जाएगा लाइट, मतलब इतनी इंटेंसिटी कम हो गई लाइट की, right? So that sort of thing can be done to control the intensity of light. In most of the advanced microscope now, you are having this type of lever which will control the intensity of light. तो ऐसे करने की जरूरत नहीं है। अभी Abyss condenser में भी filter भी आता है and iris diaphragm भी है, so accordingly you can use it very easily depending upon what type of intensity of light you require, right? So Abyss condenser is the most common condenser. It is suitable for the objects that do not require high magnification for visualizing them. It can be employed for dark field microscopy, but when it is to be used for dark field microscopy, you need to insert some sort of this object either between the lens or at the top planes, so that the light which is being admitted into the objective from this condenser, its light intensity can be decreased so that you can get this type of dark background, right? This is what the Abyss condenser is. Coming to the another one, that is paraboloid condenser. Paraboloid condenser, it is used with high power oil immersion objective. This is used with oil immersion objective, or it is used when you require highest magnification of the object. So normally in a compound microscope you get highest magnification with oil immersion objective. What is the magnifying power of oil immersion objective? Can anybody tell me what is the magnifying power of oil immersion objective? Are you able to listen me? माझा आवाज ऐकू येतो?
Yes, sir.
हा, मग प्रश्न ऐकू आला असेल ना?
Yes, sir.
हा, मग उत्तर सांगा, मी ऐकायला तयार आहे. Oil
100x.
immersion. Yes, right. It is 100x. Okay, magnification of oil immersion objective is 100x. Now, if I am using 10x ocular with 100x objective, what will be the total magnification of the object?
1000x.
Right, it is with 1000 times. Very good. Now, means when you are using a compound microscope, the highest magnification what you can get is either 1000 times magnification or 1500 times magnification depending upon the ocular used. अगर 15x ocular आप इस्तेमाल करते हो तो it will be 1500 times magnification, right? So for when you are using oil immersion objective, that time normally paraboloid condenser is preferred. Paraboloid condenser is that condenser which is used with oil immersion or high power objectives and an intense source of light. When there is intense source of light, means as if you remember, I told you that when you are using oil immersion objective, what should be the position of the condenser? Condenser should be shifted up, just touching the platform or stage, and the mirror which is being used for collecting the light is the plane side of the mirror is to be used when you are working with oil immersion objective. What that indicates? That indicates that the intensity of light is more, because you are connecting the condenser with the stage or the objective. So maximum of the light which is coming from the plane mirror will enter into this condenser and it will be condensed and it will be focused into the objective. So brightness will be more, and therefore it is stated that paraboloid condenser is used with high power oil immersion objective and when the intense source of light is used. Now why intense why it is to be used? Because paraboloid condenser, when you are using this condenser, it is in this condenser it is necessary to place it is stated that a cedarwood oil or glycerin between the slide and the condenser. It is stated that when you are using this paraboloid condenser, it is necessary to place cedarwood oil or glycerin between the condenser and the slide. Now, why this is necessary? Are you getting me? When you are paraboloid condenser में क्या होता है? Again, it is like this only. Only the thing is that a dark stop is there somewhere here. You will have a dark stop like this. Before the light enters, because the light intensity is very high, more intense light is entering, you are supposed to put a dark field stop here. If you are using this dark field stop, there is no need to put what you can say oil or glycerin. But if you are not doing that, then you will, if you are not using this dark spot, then you will have to put what you can say oil or glycerin, where it is to be placed between the condenser and the slide. अब स्लाइड और कंडेंसर के बीच में क्या है, जो एरिया है लाइट स्पेस, दैट इज एयर, दैट इज एयर. अभी एयर को आपको रिप्लेस करना है बिकॉज यू रिक्वायर मोर इंटेंसिटी. For more intensity, what should happen? That the light which is coming from the front lens of paraboloid condenser, it should enter into the objective. नहीं तो क्या होगा, जैसे मैंने कहा कि when the light rays, it passes from a rarer medium to a denser medium. Say for example, this is normal. So when a light passes from a rarer medium to a denser medium, as I stated, the light shifts, refracts, and then it passes like this towards the normal. Okay, towards the normal. अब अगर एयर है, इसमें एयर टू एयर है, तो लाइट विल गो स्ट्रेट, राइट. नाउ यहां से अगर जाने वाला है और एयर में से है, तो वो इधर निकल जाएगा, वो इधर निकल जाएगा, इंटर नहीं करेगा. इसलिए क्या करते हैं, यहाँ ऑयल का अगर एक ड्रॉप आप ऐड करते हो, तो व्हाट विल हैपन, फ्रॉम द कंडेंसर, वॉट एवर द लाइट इज देयर, दिस लाइट विल converge. So what this angle is going out, this will enter into the objective. ये होगा उसमें. तो in paraboloid condenser, which is used with oil immersion objective and intense source of light, in this condenser it is necessary to place a drop of cedarwood oil or glycerin between the condenser and the slide. Another one important thing what you need to keep in mind is numerical aperture of the objective. Numerical aperture of the objective must not be greater than that of the condenser. कंडेंसर में भी लेंस है, तो इसका न्यूमेरिकल अपर्चर होगा. पैराबोलाइड कंडेंसर जब आप इस्तेमाल करते हो, तो मैंने जैसे कहा कि ऑयल इमर्शन ऑब्जेक्टिव के साथ नॉर्मली उसको यूज किया जाता है, और आपको पता है कि ऑयल इमर्शन ऑब्जेक्टिव का न्यूमेरिकल अपर्चर सबसे ज्यादा होता है, राइट. तो इसमें एक और बात आपको ध्यान में रखनी है कि न्यूमेरिकल अपर्चर ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव must not be greater than that of the condenser. It should not be greater than that of the condenser. That is the condition. Then only maximum of the light will be condensed by the condenser, and that will enter into the objective, right. So this is the another type of condenser called as paraboloid condenser. It is used with Abyss condenser, जनरल कंडेंसर सभी के साथ यूज कर सकते हो आप, लो पावर, हाई पावर, ऑयल इमर्शन, सबके साथ. सिर्फ उसका पोजीशन अप डाउन करना है. पैराबोलाइड कंडीशन इज टिपिकल टाइप ऑफ कंडेंसर है जो कि डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी में इस्तेमाल किया जाता है व्हेन यू आर यूजिंग हाई मैग्नीफाइंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स लाइक ऑयल इमर्शन ऑब्जेक्टिव, राइट. एंड द थर्ड वन is cardioid condenser. Now this is very rare. Cardioid condenser, it is very rare as far as its application or its use is concerned. It is mostly used in dark field microscopy only. Bright field microscopy में इसका use नहीं, because this is bit costly also. Cardioid condenser is costly also, so it is not normally used. But this condenser is used with strong arc lamp or what you can say source of light. When the source of light is very strong, then this condenser is used. Since the construction of light is so great, or the light intensity is so high, when you are using this cardioid condenser, you cannot use normal glass slide. ग्लास स्लाइड या कवर स्लिप जो अपन नॉर्मली यूज करते हैं वो इस कंडेंसर कैथोड कंडेंसर के साथ नहीं यूज कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज इट विल रिफ्लेक्ट द लाइट. It will reflect the light and light will not enter into the objective, and if the light is not entering into the objective, you will not be able to see anything, because the arc or the intensity of light is very high, and when it is very high you are supposed to use cardioid type of condenser. But when you are using cardioid type of condenser, the concentration of light being great or higher, ordinary glass slide and cover slip should not be used. Rather, why it should not be used? Because it will reflect the light and therefore you will not be able to see the object, and therefore instead of glass slide or glass cover slip, fused quartz slides and fused quartz cover slip are recommended with cardioid type of condenser. ग्लास स्लाइड और ग्लास कवर स्लिप के बजाय फ्यूज्ड क्वार्ट्ज स्लाइड एंड कवर स्लिप्स आर टू बी used with this, right? So this is all with respect to the types of condenser. The function or application, rather you can say, the major application as I stated of condenser, whatever the type it is, mostly it is important for providing a field background, particularly dark field microscope. In dark field microscopy, the condenser are very important. Dark field microscope is valuable for examination of unstained preparations or unstained microorganisms which are suspended in fluid और वेट माउंट जब भी आपको करना होता है, वेट माउंट, or when you are supposed to observe live cells. So for example, I want to observe motility, means movement of the organism. So I cannot stain this organism. I need to observe them in natural state. When the organisms are to be observed in the natural state, normally dark field microscopy is important. And in dark field microscopy, condenser are very important because it controls the intensity of light entering into the objective, right? It is used for observation of internal structures of eukaryotes. So what are the functions or application? First, the application of condenser is that it will manipulate or manage the direction of the angle of reflection of light coming from the light source. So it will condense the light. It will condense the light. It will converge the lights and allow the light to enter into the maximum of the light will allow to be enter into the. Now this can be controlled. This can be controlled. जो लाइट सोर्स से लाइट आ रहा है उसको कंडेंस करने का काम कंडेंसर का है. यहां एक बार लाइट कंडेंस हो गया है तो उसकी इंटेंसिटी ऑब्जेक्टिव में कितनी होनी चाहिए वो आप एडजस्ट कर सकते हो. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर मैंने कंडेंस कर लिया कंडेंसर में और मुझे लाइट इंटेंसिटी कम चाहिए तो मैं क्या करूंगा, जो इधर पास करने के, मैंने जैसे कहा कि यहाँ यू कैन पुट ए डार्क बॉडी, लाइट इंटेंसिटी कम होगी, या आप यहाँ स्टॉप लगा दो, डार्क स्टॉप लगा दो तो लाइट इंटेंसिटी कम हो जाएगी, या आप लीवर, ये जो लीवर है आइरिस डायफ्राम का, इसको ऑपरेट करो, लाइट इंटेंसिटी कम हो जाएगी, राइट? So the major function is to manipulate the direction of the angle, right? Manipulate the direction of the angles of reflection of light coming from the light source. Secondly, the condenser controls how much light from the source is permitted to pass through the aperture, controlling the intensity of the light entering into this objective. वो वही बात है कि फर्स्ट वे से इट मैनिपुलेट्स द डायरेक्शन. सो जो एक्चुअली लाइट इधर जाना है या इधर जा सकता है उसको अपन क्या कर रहे हैं, उसको इधर डाइवर्ट कर रहे हैं, तो इट विल एंटर, राइट. और यहाँ जो अपर्चर होता है न्यूमेरिकल अपर्चर, उसके हिसाब से वो अंदर जाएगा. लेकिन वो दैट कैन ऑल्सो बी कंट्रोल्ड. जैसे मैंने कहा कि आप डार्क बॉडी ऐड कर सकते हो या लीवर को ऑपरेट करके चालू या बंद कर सकते हो या पार्शियली ओपन रख सकते हो. अकॉर्डिंगली यू कैन डू दैट. सो कंट्रोल द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ लाइट. Major function of condenser is to collect the light and control the intensity of light, because by controlling the intensity of light you can regulate the contrast between the object and the background. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल ये अगर बैकग्राउंड है और कलरलेस ऑब्जेक्ट है तो आपको इसमें दिखेगा नहीं ना. अनस्टेड प्रिपरेशन अगर है तो आपको इसमें कुछ भी नहीं दिखेगा. अगर ब्राइट फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी है तो आपका ऑब्जेक्ट आपको डार्क लगेगा. और अगर डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने पहले बताया था कि डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी है तो ऑब्जेक्ट आपको ब्राइट लगेगा. तो फॉर दैट you need to control the intensity of light, and controlling intensity of light is done by condenser. As I stated, in dark field microscopy, it is the contrast between different objects which are visible and their appearance can be stressed in under dark field microscopy. So basically, when you talk about observation of internal structures of eukaryote can be easily observed by managing or by controlling the intensity of light so that it can be visualized. There is one organism which cannot be stained. Have you heard the name of Treponema pallidum? Have you heard the name of Treponema pallidum? Yes. Have you heard the name Treponema pallidum? This is known organism to cause this deadly disease, which is a sexually transmitted disease called as syphilis. This Treponema pallidum is a spirochete. It is spiral in appearance, but it is very difficult to be stained, and therefore whenever this organism is to be observed, this organism needs to be observed in डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी. तो इसलिए जब आप उसको डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी में ऑब्जर्व करेंगे तो वो एक्चुअली कैसा दिखेगा. ये सपोज आपका डार्क फील्ड है माइक्रोस्कोपी, राइट, और आप अगर उसको इस तरह से वो आपको दिखेगा. Sorry. Suppose this is dark, field is dark, and now you want to observe E. राइट. डार्क फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी में ये दिखेगा, राइट. इस तरह से आपको दिखेगा. दिस इज and this is viable, means it is living, because it cannot take the color. Under dark field microscopy you can very easily see these things, right? वो इस तरह से एक्चुअली ये कलर मैंने ये डार्क लेना चाहिए था, मतलब ब्लैक कलर लेना चाहिए था, तो आपको ज़्यादा वो अच्छे से दिखता था. ये थोड़ी देर के लिए ये सोच लो, ये है और इसमें आपको, ओए यार, anyway, let it be. Suppose this is your dark background, okay, and now on this background you are supposed to observe Treponema pallidum. How the Treponema pallidum will be observed, or what will be the size? It will be like this. Right? अब थोड़ी देर के लिए ये सोचो कि यहाँ ये दिस इज ब्राइट फील्ड, और इसमें अगर ब्राइट फील्ड ऑर्गेनिज्म है जो ट्रांसपेरेंट है, तो ये दिखेगा नहीं ना इसमें. ये दिखेगा कब? जब इस तरह से कॉन्ट्रास्ट होगा. अब यह अगर ये ब्राइट फील्ड माइक्रोस्कोपी है और इसमें अगर आपको ऑर्गेनिज्म देखना है, तो आपको ऑर्गेनिज्म कैसा, एक कलर्ड ऑर्गेनिज्म चाहिए. तो ये आप देखेंगे तो इसमें वो कलर्ड ऑर्गेनिज्म दिखेगा, isn't it? So that contrast is necessary to observe the objects, and this is possible by using the typical type of condenser and managing the intensity of light so that the object is clearly visible. Understood? The three types of condenser: cardioid condenser, paraboloid condenser, and Abyss condenser. समझ में आया?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, we will stop here now. I have another one lecture, so we will stop here and continue in the next period. Tomorrow, I think the 25th is there now, so tomorrow there will be no lecture. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Oh. Okay, so we will stop here and meet in the next period. Okay?